Recording. Hello everyone, I'm Alex. I'll be the trainer today. Here's my card. Student ID card is here. So I'm Alex. I'll be the medical trainer for today's training session. If you come on camera, this is my learner Leah. She's one of our new medical staff members, joining here today. So there's a few resources I have to provide Leah for this training session. So I guess firstly, welcome. Do you know anything about hand wash, Leah?
A few things.
Yeah.
You use soap and water.
Well, it's a bit more steps than just soap and water when it comes to healthcare hand washing. But when was the last time you washed your hands?
An hour ago?
Oh, a bit troublesome. Right, so hand washing, it's a very important skill in healthcare. We do it on a daily basis, not daily, frequent basis, and it's something we do before doing procedures, before patient interaction, after procedures. It's to keep our patients safe, it's to keep ourselves safe and reduce workplace infections and spreading diseases around, essentially. So the learning outcomes of this training session is you'll be firstly identifying the 5 moments of hand hygiene as per the World Health Organization, performing a social hand wash as well as an alcohol-based hand rub. Now, how it's going to work is I'll show you the skill first. It's fairly straightforward. We'll do it together and then you'll do the skill yourself. Now, there's a few things with hand washing that we need to be aware of for safety. So, work health safety, you need to wear enclosed shoes. Reason why is, splashes, things can fall to clinical environment. You need to be wearing enclosed shoes. Make sure you remove all hand jewelry. So I have a watch, so I'll have to remove that. And just going to be careful of any spills around the sink, because there's a risk of water. So those are the work health safety considerations. Now there's a few resources I have. The first one is how to do a hand rub. That's the alcohol-based hand rub. That's for each of you. And also how to do a hand wash. That's soap and water. That's another training resource. And like I said, firstly, 5 moments of hand hygiene. This tells us when we do hand hygiene. So it's before touching a patient, before cleaning any procedure, after being exposed to any body fluid or after patient interaction, and after touching the patient's surroundings. So that's the 5 moments. So you'll need to know when to do hand hygiene. You don't do it whenever you feel like it. You have to do it in accordance with the 5 moments. We've also got the workplace policy for hand hygiene, and it's basically saying that reduces healthcare acquired infections, something we need to do and must be adhered to. Okay? Any questions so far?
No.
Alright, so I'll first demonstrate the skill. So we have the sink here. If I move the camera. So I have the sink here, if you want to just stand here. We're just going to make sure we've got paper towel. We're going to make sure we've got paper towel, soap, and the sink. So first you're assessing the risk. And I've got the workplaces will have the post everywhere, so you can't forget how to do washing hands. So you assess the risk, make sure there's no spills, so it's safe to enter, which it is. Turn on the water. You're going to wet your hands first, then apply 1 pump of soap into your palm, and you're going to do circular motion, yeah? Then back of the hand, between the fingers, a bit of cup action, thumbs, circular motion through fingernails, literally just following the poster, and then you rinse it under water. Okay. Once you rinse it under water, we need to dry it off with a paper towel. Thank you, Leah. So you dry your hands with the paper towel. Now I'm not touching the sink yet. I am going to use the paper towel, close it, and then discard the paper towel in the bin. And that's how you do the hand wash. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Excellent. So let's do it together.
Okay.
Alright. You wet your hands first? Grab some soap. Do mine. Yeah, perfect. Great. Back of the hands, great. To the fingers. Top hands, yep. And the thumbs. Other thumb. Fingernails, yep. And now it's time to rinse. Perfect. You're doing really great work, Leah.
That's so shit.
You have to make sure we rinse our hands thoroughly. Thank you. And then dry with paper towel. Perfect. You've done the right technique by using the paper towel. You feel confident doing it on your own?
I do.
All right. Let's see it. Yeah, so make sure you go through all the steps as per the World Health Organization steps and procedures.
Time to go to the clean.
Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah. Yeah. Dry your hands. Perfect. Pat them dry. Use the pepper. Excellent. I'm really happy with that. Any questions about what you've just done?
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. Now, that was a social hand wash. So we do that when it's visibly dirty. So if your hand's visibly dirty, you know, it's soiled, you touch something, you're gonna wash your hands. So, the next one I'm gonna show you is the alcohol-based hand rub. So this is something we do when your hands are visibly clean, but we still need to perform hand hygiene as per the 5 moments. So before you enter the patient zone to do medication. So, referring back to the hand rub, this is a lot faster, a lot easier, a lot quicker. So, 5 minutes of hand, for example, let's say we're about to enter the patient zone. We're going to have a hand rub or hand sanitizer bottle at the point of care. What we're going to do is with a cupped hand in the dispenser, we're going to reposition this so you can see it. So you got your hand sanitizer, cupped hand into the palm, and so you've got some sanitizing hand. You're going to start doing the circular motions like we did with hand washing. The back have the hands, and in between the fingers, the cupped hands again, thumbs, other thumb, fingernails, and that's it. That's your alcohol-based hand rub done. Now you got to let your hands dry. Once they're dry, then it is okay to enter the patient zone. Any questions? Let's do it together. I'll get you to go first, and we'll go through the steps together. This is a lot more harder than hand washing because we don't have the posters, at the sink. So you've got to have to remember. So it's important that we're doing it correctly. Cupped hands. Yep, thumbs. Other thumb. Fingernails. Perfect. That's it. Let it air dry. How do you feel so far about that?
Good,
Yeah.
good.
All right. Now what we're going to do is you're going to do it independently, and I'll provide you feedback and coach you throughout the process. Yep, so you got a nice amount. Going through the first step, now you're on the third step. Ready, step 4, perfect. Cupped hands, I like it. Now you got the thumbs. The other thumb, yeah. Excellent. Fingernails. That's one that a lot of people tend to forget. Perfect. I'm really happy with how you've done that hand rub. Really happy with that. So, how was it?
Good. Easy.
Feel confident doing this skill?
I do, indeed.
Now, do you have any questions about what we've gone through, about the 5
How long
moments?
do you have to do each one for?
So, if there's a look with the hand rub, people just squirt it on the hand, start rubbing, and that's done. I mean, ideally 20 to 30 seconds for a good quality alcohol-based hand rub. When it comes to the hand washing, 40 to 1 minute, like 40 seconds to 1 minute for a good quality social hand wash with soap and water. So that is sort of how long you want to do it for. Any other questions about the task?
No, covered it all.
Well, when are the 5 minutes of hand hygiene? When would you perform hand hygiene in the workplace?
Before touching a patient,
Correct.
before you clean or do an antiseptic procedure, aseptic procedure,
Yeah.
after body fluid exposure,
Mm-hmm.
after touching a patient,
Yeah.
and after touching any patient services or belongings.
Correct. So that's when we do hand hygiene. We don't do it whenever we feel like it. We must do it in accordance with any of these scenarios happen. Yeah. Those 5 moments. And when do we wash our hands with soap and water versus when do we wash our hands with an alcohol-based hand rub? How do I decide which one to do?
So
What's the main
I
factor?
would say a social hand wash is before any kind of procedure,
Yeah.
before any kind of
Mhm.
aseptic procedure.
Mhm.
The beginning, obviously, a shift,
Mm.
before eating,
Yeah.
after going to the bathroom,
Absolutely.
anytime your hands are heavily soiled.
Absolutely.
I would use hand sanitizer for more day-to-day purposes, when you've just touched a service that other people may have touched, and obviously your 5.
Mm. Yeah, you're right in all those steps, in all those instances. But the main key is when your hands are visibly soiled. So if you've got dirt on them, you've got blood on them, whatever, if it's visibly something there, social hand wash, soap and water. If it looks clean, what's on there? Germs. It's invisible. So that's why we use alcohol-based hand rub. So that's the main key. But in your examples, those are very good examples of when you would do a social hand wash. Absolutely. Look, congratulations, you can now practice hand hygiene at work. Very happy with it.
Excellent.
You're able to provide safe patient care, prevent hospital-acquired infections. Very happy with it. So what does the future hold? You've learned how to do hand hygiene, you've learned the 5 moments, you've learned the 2 types. You're now ready to work in the clinical field. You're going to use this skill every day. And you're going to be saving lives by washing your hands.
Thank you.
Really happy with how you done it. No issues. The only thing I guess worry is that with the alcohol ones, we don't tend to have the posters up at all the stations. So it's sort of remember each of the steps, but that will come with practice. But overall, very happy. Thank you.
No worries.
And there'll be a learner feedback form at the end for you to fill out as well.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.